Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre ramped up his campaign to try and pause a scheduled hike of the federal carbon tax on April 1st. After running petitions and attempting to force an emergency debate in the House of Commons, today he urged MPs to back his motion to topple the Liberal government over the planned increase. Our chief political correspondent, David Akin, watched the debate play out. David?
Well, Jackson, the Conservatives simply did not have the numbers to bring down the government.
I declare the motion defeated.
The minority Trudeau government won the day with the support of Bloc Quebecois and NDP MPs. The Tories would surely have known they would lose, but for them, the point of the exercise was to force the debate.
We as common sense Conservatives are ready to restore hope in this country, but it starts with change. We rise today to vote non-confidence in this NDP Liberal government.
And while the House of Commons spent the day debating that confidence motion, Conservatives on the House's Transport Committee were trying to make more political hay at the expense of Environment Minister Steven Guilbeault. Guilbeault had been quoted in February saying the federal government would no longer invest in new roads. He subsequently corrected himself to say he meant there would be no federal money for a car tunnel in Quebec. But his political opponents were not going to let him off that easy.
So this seems to be a war on cars. This has been the plan all along. And so what Minister Guilbeault did was just say the quiet part out loud.
My comments were specifically related to the project in Quebec.
Guilbeault is a favorite target of Conservatives because he is the chief evangelist for the carbon tax.
So if you don't understand how the carbon tax affects road infrastructure, I can't help you. But I have a question for you. Is there anything that you would do to walk back, you personally, would you walk back, in any case, the 23% carbon tax increase in April?
Guilbeault would only defend the carbon tax in French,
Oui, la tarification va...
noting that, yes, while the carbon tax does go up April 1st, so does the rebate paid to most Canadians.
In getting Canada to net zero emissions, but the Institute said industrial carbon pricing systems on large emitters, that's what's in place in Alberta, will make the single biggest contribution to cutting emissions. Jackson.
Thanks, David.